Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief Show. I'm your host, Jenny. Today, we're diving into some exciting stories from around the region. First up, Singapore has just launched its very own stablecoin, XSGD, on Coinbase, beating Hong Kong in the race to develop a regulated digital currency market. This move is boosting Singapore's reputation as a digital economy hub, even as regulators carefully navigate risks like money laundering. Next, we explore how China's Generation Z is turning to plush toys and AI companions to find emotional comfort amidst economic uncertainties and high youth unemployment. This shift from materialism to self-expression and emotional well-being shows a new side of consumer behavior, with brands like Pop Mart thriving as a result. Finally, Hong Kong's luxury real estate market is heating up. Thanks to gains from the booming stock market and favorable policies, wealthy buyers are snapping up high-end homes, with several deals over 1 billion Hong Kong dollars. Despite some cautious interest in certain properties, the outlook for luxury homes remains strong. Please continue to watch for detailed insights. Nikkei Asia vividly captures Singapore's rapid ascent in the digital currency arena, highlighting the debut of its local stablecoin, XSGD, on Coinbase, which positions the city-state ahead of Hong Kong in the race to establish a regulated, dollar-pegged virtual currency. The launch signifies Singapore's strategic move to bolster its reputation as a hub for global capital and digital economies, especially as other Asian currencies have already seen similar stablecoins like KRWO, THBX, and JPYX. Despite a cautious regulatory stance that emphasizes anti-money laundering measures, Singapore's approach aims to balance innovation with security, fostering a conducive environment for digital assets while maintaining strict oversight, thus setting a benchmark for responsible stablecoin deployment in the region. South China Morning Post vividly illustrates the emotional landscape of China's Generation Z, revealing how economic uncertainties and fierce competition have driven young consumers to seek solace in plush toys and AI companions. The explosion of popularity for products like Labubu plush toys and AI-driven virtual friends underscores a shift from traditional consumption to emotional and individualistic pursuits, with many young people spending hundreds of dollars monthly to find comfort and companionship. This trend reflects deeper societal anxieties, high youth unemployment, a sluggish property market, and economic slowdown, prompting a cultural pivot where emotional value and self-expression become vital anchors in a turbulent environment, echoing historical patterns where times of crisis foster a craving for cultural icons that provide emotional refuge. South China Morning Post also vividly reports on Hong Kong's thriving luxury property market, fueled by a booming stock market and pro-investor policies, with affluent buyers capitalizing on recent gains to acquire high-end homes worth over 1 billion Hong Kong dollars. The city's status as the top IPO venue globally has injected substantial capital into the market, boosting confidence and transaction volumes in the luxury segment. Iconic properties on the Peak and Beacon Hill are changing hands at record prices, reflecting resilience and optimism among the wealthy despite broader economic uncertainties. While high-end real estate remains buoyant, some deals face delays, indicating cautious optimism amid a market that, overall, continues to attract elite investors eager to leverage Hong Kong's financial momentum and favorable policy environment. The South China Morning Post reports that Hong Kong is experiencing a resurgence in its financial sector, maintaining its position as the world's third-largest financial hub, just behind New York and London. Despite a lack of detailed policies, the city's recent IPO boom, with fundraising reaching its highest since 2019, underscores its enduring importance in global finance. However, the real challenge lies in converting this momentum into lasting trust amidst rising geopolitical tensions, especially with the United States. The article emphasizes that Hong Kong must develop functional arrangements, such as technical carve-outs and cooperation channels, that protect its financial interests without relying on political recognition of autonomy. Building on existing precedents like the PABE inspections, the city should deepen institutional ties with U.S. regulators and expand cooperation into ESG, biotech, and dispute resolution, thereby cementing its role as an indispensable global financial gateway even amid geopolitical fractures. Additionally, leveraging its strategic position within the Greater Bay Area and capitalizing on opportunities in climate finance and artificial intelligence could help Hong Kong project relevance beyond China, transforming its regional role into a global leadership position in sustainable development and cutting-edge tech finance. Nikkei Asia highlights China's strategic move to attract foreign tech talent through the launch of a new K-visa aimed at scientists and innovators, signaling a deliberate effort to bolster its ambitions of becoming a technological superpower. This initiative, which allows foreign professionals to work in China without the requirement of a domestic employer invitation, is a pointed contrast to the United States' increasingly restrictive immigration policies under Trump, including hefty fees on H-1B visas. The Chinese government's openness is also a political statement, reflecting confidence amidst a global trend of rising anti-immigrant sentiment, exemplified by policies in the US and Japan. Despite this, actual migration to China remains limited due to high barriers for permanent residency and the absence of a pathway to citizenship, compounded by recent social backlash over relaxed policies. The article underscores that while China's new visa scheme aims to foster international cooperation and technological growth, its success will depend on overcoming social and bureaucratic hurdles, as well as addressing domestic unemployment concerns, especially among young Chinese. The South China Morning Post also features Hong Kong hurdler Vera Louis Liu, who approaches the upcoming national games with a sense of calm and confidence, having nothing to prove after a career marked by near misses and injuries. At 30, Louis is in the twilight of her athletic journey but remains optimistic about her performance, aiming to arrive injury-free and possibly improve her personal best. Her candid reflections reveal a seasoned athlete who, despite recent setbacks like shoulder injuries and underwhelming performances at the World Championships and Asian Championships, maintains a resilient mindset. Louis' focus is on personal progress rather than external validation, and she sees the national games as an opportunity to finish strong, with her sights set on a podium finish amidst stiff competition from rising Chinese athletes. Her disciplined training at the Hong Kong Sports Institute, coupled with potential coaching support from abroad, underscores her dedication to ending her career on a high note, exemplifying the perseverance and quiet determination that define her athletic narrative. South China Morning Post vividly depicts Hong Kong's vibrant celebration of its 76th National Day, igniting the city with a grand flag-raising ceremony and a spectacular fireworks display over Victoria Harbour, expected to draw nearly 300,000 spectators. The festivities are not just about patriotic pride, they also serve as a boost for local businesses, especially in the hospitality sector, which anticipates a 20% increase in patronage during mainland China's Golden Week. As the city hosts a reception attended by top government officials and business leaders, the four-day port call by PLA naval vessels underscores the significance of unity and strength. Meanwhile, the bustling streets and restaurants prepare for a surge of tourists crossing borders, but there is a cautious awareness that some locals might opt for overseas travel or quieter celebrations, which could temper the economic impact of the holiday. SCMP Opinion offers a nuanced perspective on the holiday's impact, emphasizing that while the long holiday period coincides with the Mid-Autumn Festival and promises a boost to consumption and tourism, the reality remains complex. The expectation of 2.4 billion trips across China, including 8.8 million in Hong Kong, up 20%, paints a promising picture, yet recent trends of post-pandemic outbound travel suggest that some residents might choose to escape to Macau or overseas destinations, potentially limiting local business gains. The article highlights that the holiday's true value transcends economic figures. It fosters national pride and provides residents and visitors a chance to relax amid uncertain economic tides, suggesting that the holiday's success will depend on whether the gains outweigh the losses from outbound travel. South China Morning Post's exploration of mooncakes delves into their rich cultural and mythological origins, revealing that these festive treats are far more than culinary delights. Rooted in ancient legends, mooncakes symbolize celestial unity, with stories like that of Chang'e, the moon goddess who sacrificed herself to save her husband, giving rise to the tradition of offering mooncakes during the Mid-Autumn Festival. The intricate symbolism, including salted egg yolks representing the full moon and images of rabbits and goddesses, ties modern mooncakes to centuries-old myths. Additionally, mooncakes played a covert role in revolutionary history, with secret messages baked inside during the fall of the Yuan dynasty, illustrating their significance as tools of resistance and symbols of hope. From their humble beginnings in Song dynasty records to their association with imperial celebrations and political upheaval, mooncakes embody a blend of myth, history, and cultural resilience that continues to define the festival today. The Financial Times highlights the patience and strategic approach of buyout firms like Bain Capital and Blackstone in expanding their footprint outside Japan's bustling Tokyo. In Osaka, Bain's 7-year journey to acquire Korindo exemplifies the traditional, relationship-driven nature of regional Japanese markets, contrasting sharply with Tokyo's more dynamic and fast-paced deal environment. The firms understand that building trust takes time in these areas, where family-influenced businesses and stable local banks provide a shield against hostile takeovers, allowing private equity to cultivate relationships gradually. These regional markets are seen as fertile ground for future consolidation, with long-term planning and relationship building seen as essential to gaining a competitive edge, especially as the firms anticipate a wave of corporate activity in cities like Osaka, Kyoto, and Nagoya. Meanwhile, South China Morning Post reports on the rapid rise of Chinese biotech startups like Biomap, which are challenging established global leaders such as Alphabet's AlphaFold in the realm of AI-driven drug discovery. Backed by significant government support and co-founded by Baidu's Robin Li, Biomap claims to have surpassed AlphaFold in commercial applications, demonstrating greater accuracy in certain molecular interaction predictions and rapidly expanding its client base among multinational pharmaceutical companies. The company's strategic move to spin off Biogen Science, aimed at drug commercialization, underscores its commitment to translating AI innovations into tangible therapeutic products. Despite geopolitical headwinds, Biomap is aggressively expanding, diversifying its infrastructure, and preparing for an IPO in Hong Kong, reflecting China's ambitions to become a powerhouse in biotech innovation and compete on the global stage. SCMP also discusses China's upcoming 5-year plan, set to be unveiled amidst ongoing economic and geopolitical uncertainties. The draft plan emphasizes domestic stability, innovation, and supply chain resilience, especially in high-tech sectors, as China navigates challenges from global tensions and internal economic pressures. The plan's focus on boosting domestic consumption and demand for services aims to sustain growth amid a sluggish global economy, with Hong Kong positioned as a crucial hub for integrating into the Greater Bay Area and supporting China's financial and technological ambitions. Analysts see Hong Kong's recovery and evolving role as vital to China's broader development strategy, offering opportunities for international investment, innovation, and the testing of new financial assets, all while the country prepares to address complex internal and external challenges in the coming years. According to South China Morning Post, Hong Kong is experiencing a vibrant culinary renaissance with a series of exciting new openings. In Shengwan, ORM, inspired by the extinct Orium volcanoes of Jeju Island, offers a refined take on Korean cuisine under the guidance of chef Choi Jun-woo, blending tradition with innovation in dishes like yukho and tteokbokki while showcasing a rich selection of 60 traditional spirits. Meanwhile, Alma and Amp has moved from Sai Ing Pun to Peel Street in Central, presenting a modern Italian-Spanish trattoria with a menu curated by chefs Ives Abel and Yo-Yo Chung, featuring inventive tapas and pasta such as crab caramel and presa iberica. For fans of fungi, the mushroom heads to Lan Kwai Fong, bringing Yemenese flavors inspired by ethnic minorities with dishes like fried bolitas with Chiobei red pepper, creating an atmospheric dining experience in California Tower. Additionally, Whimsy's largest indoor amusement park in Wan Chai's Hopewell Mall now spans 36,000 square feet, offering futuristic rides, a virtual reality sky ride, a special effects theater, and an indoor winter wonderland to escape the summer heat, making it a perfect family destination. South China Morning Post also highlights Olivia Dean's meteoric rise in 2025, showcasing her as a fashion and music icon. Since her debut with Reason to Stay 7 years ago, the 26-year-old neo-soul and R&B singer has become a chart-topping sensation, with 3 singles simultaneously in the UK Top 20 and notable performances such as opening for Sabrina Carpenter at Hyde Park. Dean's style, characterized by flowy, feminine, bohemian looks, is frequently complemented by minimalist accessories, allowing her outfits to shine during high-profile events like the London premiere of Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy, and her performances at BST Hyde Park and London Fashion Week. She has also become a muse for luxury brands like Chanel and Burberry, embodying a sophisticated yet effortless aesthetic that resonates with her growing global fan base, making her a true icon of 2025's cultural scene. Foreign policy reports on the unsettling controversy surrounding the mysterious death of Chinese actor Yu Minglong, which has ignited a wave of suspicion and conspiracy theories across Chinese social media. Found dead at the base of an apartment building, Yu's death was officially ruled an accidental fall involving alcohol, but the lack of transparency and swift government silence have fueled widespread speculation. Fans and netizens, deeply invested in Yu's positive reputation and relatable persona, have questioned the official narrative, suggesting foul play or cover-ups involving high-level officials and illicit activities within China's entertainment industry. Despite censorship efforts, the story has gained traction outside mainland China, with media outlets across Hong Kong, Taiwan, and even the BBC's Mandarin service dissecting the case, revealing the tension between state control and public distrust. The incident underscores the fragile relationship between transparency and censorship in China, illustrating how the death of a beloved celebrity can challenge the regime's narrative, sowing seeds of doubt among citizens about the limits of government accountability and the rule of law. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
News breaks, buzz the ground, stories spit, walls come down, voices merge into sound, faces mix in the crowd. Broadcasters paint the scene, world events on our screen. Every link a different theme, words collide in the stream. 6 degrees connect the dots, background stories more than nuts. Hear the voices rise aloft, truth unveils in every spot. Cultures clash across the globe, perspectives day by day, hidden truths come to play. In the background, shades of gray, every story finds its way. Perspectives day by day, hidden truths come to play. In the background, shades of gray, every story finds its way.
Cultures, I go. What train Billy or do not? What enough to be you, everything and ever. What enough and after, what enough and after, what enough and after, enough 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 enough